Are you ready to turn BeamNG into a full-blown battlefield? Today, we're diving into the best military mods that will blow your mind, from tanks to massive trucks loaded with weapons. But before we roll out, did you know that around 90% of you watching right now aren't subscribed? If you want to support our work, just hit that subscribe button, bro. These videos take a lot of time and effort to make. Thanks a lot. And let's jump into the first mod. First up, we've got the BTR-80, a true classic when it comes to military mods in BeamNG. This beast is beautifully camouflaged, making it look like it just rolled out of a war zone. It comes with 4 different configurations, so you can pick the one that fits your mission. One of the coolest features? You can actually rotate the machine gun on top, perfect for that battlefield vibe. Plus, the front hatches can be opened or closed, which adds a nice layer of realism when you're storming through rough terrain. Speaking of terrain, this thing is a monster off-road. The suspension and steering feel heavy and realistic, just like you'd expect from an 8-wheeled armored vehicle. And surprisingly, it's not even that slow. Once it picks up speed, it's actually super fun to drive, especially when you're tearing through forests or desert maps. It's an older mod, sure, but it still holds up incredibly well and totally deserves a spot on this list. Next up, the Gavril B-85, and this one is an absolute monster. With 19 different configurations, it's basically the Swiss Army knife of military trucks in BeamNG. My personal favorite? Definitely the massive version with a nuke on the trailer. Yeah, you heard that right. A nuke. And here's the crazy part. If you press the U key, the nuke will actually explode. But no spoilers here, I'm not going to show it to you. That one's for you to discover. The interior is fully interactive, and I mean fully. Not only can you open the doors, there are tons of functional buttons inside. You can mess around with air pressure, suspension, turn on the wipers, lights, ignition. Basically, if you can see it, you can probably use it. There's also a great military config with big crates, perfect for using the truck as a support vehicle in your convoys. And it's not just for show. The B-85 is built for all kinds of terrain, just like a real heavy-duty military rig. Even the more civilian configs are awesome. For example, there's one with a huge fuel tank, great for logistics-style gameplay. But yeah, that nuke version? Still my favorite. And speaking of nukes, the next mod on this list is a nuke all by itself. So the next one is, quite literally, a bomb. It comes in 5 different versions, and you can choose how strong the explosion should be, from just a puff to send everything flying. I've got it loaded into the trunk of this BMW M5 right now. The explosion doesn't look that dramatic at first, but it's still a ton of fun to mess around with. Just wanted to show you this one as a quick bonus, because come on, who doesn't want a nuke in their trunk? Now it's time for something heavy, the T-80UD tank. This beast comes with a whopping 15 different configurations, and they're not just reskins. You've got winter versions, police skins, and even a JATO-powered variant that lets you rocket boost this tank down a drag strip. Yes, really. One of the most fun things is picking the right camouflage to match the terrain. I love blasting through the open fields on the Italy map, completely blending in. Until I start shooting. Speaking of which, yes, the main cannon is fully functional, and so is the machine gun on top. You can even launch smoke grenades to hide your tank from enemies or just create some epic cinematic moments. And this thing is built for every type of terrain. Hills, mud, asphalt, no problem. Check out what I did. I built a small military outpost using some other vehicles and props. Then I absolutely leveled it with the T-80. Total destruction. Also, the police skin is pretty hilarious if you want to patrol a city with a tank. Just maybe don't try parking. And that JATO version? You can actually win a drag race with it. Just don't slam the brakes too hard or you'll end up flipping the whole thing. Time to slow it down a bit, but only a bit. This is the KAMAZ 4310/5350, a rugged Soviet-style truck with 13 different configs, including 5 military versions. No weapons this time. It's a pure transport vehicle, but still super useful if you're building convoys, patrols, or just want a realistic military presence in your scenarios. It might be an older mod, but it still runs great and adds that authentic, gritty army vibe to your lineup. Stack a few of these behind your tanks and boom, you've got a proper military convoy rolling through the map. And here's the twist. There's also a police version, and this one's actually fast. Like, surprisingly fast. It even has working sirens and lights, which makes it super fun for city chases or chaos scenarios. So, whether you're hauling crates across the desert or speeding down the highway in a tactical police truck, the KAMAZ delivers. No frills, no firepower, but it definitely earns its spot on the list. Plus, come on, who doesn't love a good old diesel beast bouncing through the dirt? Now here's something huge, literally. This is the HMS Ark Royal, a massive military aircraft carrier mod for BeamNG. It might not win any awards for best 3D modeling. It's a bit blocky, yeah, but in terms of functionality, it's actually really cool. You can drive it, slowly of course. It's a warship. But make sure you spawn it in deep water, otherwise, well, it won't move an inch. The best part? You can take off and land planes on it. It's perfect for aircraft mod testing, cinematic scenes, or building your own military base at sea. It's not the most practical mod for day-to-day use, but for anyone who wants to go full Navy in BeamNG, the Ark Royal is a must-have. Next up, we've got the B25 Mitchell, a legendary bomber and the perfect match for the HMS Ark Royal we just looked at. With 20 different configurations, this aircraft has everything you need. The flight controls are actually really smooth. You can fly it easily using just the mouse, so no need to be a pro pilot here. That said, landing this thing? Yeah, that takes some practice. But who cares about landing? Because this plane comes with bombs, and we're about to use them. So let's get airborne, nice and easy. Pull the nose up slowly, landing gear in, and we're flying. And now, let's do what bombers do best. Target, aircraft carrier. Bombs away, boom. Direct hit. Every bomb landed right on the deck, and the ship is sinking. That was a beautiful shot. Thank you guys for watching. Comment what you want to see next.